Hi there, I'm Robin McFadden with TheAdventureBegins.Fitness. I love to help people who are just struggling to make it through each day feel better so that they can fully participate in all of life's great adventures. I just want to tell you a little bit about my story and welcome you here to my website. After my third daughter was born, I started experiencing some difficulties with postpartum depression, some quite severe difficulties, and it was challenging to say the least. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression and it was recommended that I go on antidepressants. And I don't know, that just didn't feel right to me. I wanted to research other alternatives, and so I did, and I learned everything I read pointed to exercise as being a natural antidepressant and one way to turn depression around. And so I started out with the 10-minute trainer from Tony Horton, a Beachbody product, and I just progressed from there. It made a huge difference in how I felt and in my mood, and it still does to this day. I work out with Beachbody programs. I've done many of them, and I was able to avoid going on antidepressants through utilizing the natural benefits of exercise. But I did run into some other problems. About, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, I started having pain in my hands, and it seemed like my joints were inflamed. And I went to an arthritis clinic finally after I got in, after I was referred by my physician a while before that. And they told me that I was doing all of the lifestyle things that I needed to be doing, and that it would either get better or worse. And that was all they could tell me. They had no suggestions for me. It wasn't bad enough to require any medication, but it was impacting my life. I couldn't look after my kids properly. I remember one time my daughter having a sore shoulder and I was trying to massage it and I couldn't do it. It was really hard to open cans, and opening jars was next to impossible. It was really frustrating. My doctor also told me that there was no way that food could impact anything that I was feeling in terms of inflammation in my hands. And I didn't really believe that, because I was noticing that when I avoided certain foods, like tomatoes were a big one for me, that my hands would feel better. But of course, I didn't want to change my diet too much because it's hard, let's face it. Then when you go somewhere, it's challenging. So I was in denial for a while until I ended up with a really bad flu in November of 2013. And I just couldn't seem to recover from it. I couldn't get back to eating anything. I have never felt worse in my life or weaker. It was terrible. And so it was after that that I decided to just give it a try. What can it hurt to go gluten and dairy free and see what happened, and also continue to avoid some of the other foods that I'd already established made a difference in my hands. And there is a history of celiac in my family, as well as other food intolerances, so it wasn't a totally foreign idea to me, but it also was something that I really wanted to avoid. I just wanted to feel normal, but I had gotten to the point where I didn't feel normal. I wasn't able to eat anything. I wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do in life, and I wasn't able to be there for my kids the way I wanted to be there for them. So I bit the bullet and I cut those foods out of my diet, and I started to feel better right away. And it hasn't been an immediate process. It's been a slow, steady journey, but it's been a slow, steady journey of improvements. I am 100% functional now. There's nothing that I can't do. I feel so much better and have so much more energy than I did when my kids were little, and I wish I'd had it when they were little, when I really needed it. But my life has totally turned around, and I want that for you. I want to be able to help everyone else, live a healthy lifestyle, including diet and healthy exercise, and just healthy foods to really nourish your body on a deep level, because it has made such a profound difference for me. I know from personal experience what a difference it can make in someone's life.